spell's gonna make me fall. She's into new sensation, new kicks in the candlelight. She's got a new addiction for every day and night. She'll make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She'll make you live a crazy life, but she'll take away your pain like a bullet to your brain. Outside, inside out, she's living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down, living la vida loca. Lips are devil red, and her skin's the color of mocha. She will wear you out. She's living la vida loca, living la vida loca. She's living la vida loca. Woke up in New York City in a funky cheap hotel. She took my heart, she took my money. Must have slipped me a sleeping pill. She never drinks the water, makes you order French champagne. Once you've had a taste of her, you'll never be the same. Yeah, she'll make you go insane. Outside, inside out, she's living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down, living la vida loca. Lips are devil red, and her skin's the color of mocha. She will wear you out. She's living la vida loca, living la vida loca. She's living la vida loca.
Hear me. Hello, everybody. How you doing today? Hopefully everything's working okay. Dave, say something. Make sure your sound's coming through.
All good. Hello, chat. Hello, everyone.
Okay.
Good.
Scared me for a second because it was completely dead. There's no lines. Making sure everything worked. So I'm trying this darkness consumed that I made. I'm wondering if I'm not just big enough fan of black licorice. Might not be. I don't know. Or it's just because I'm coming off of a lot of really, really rich dessert flavors lately. I've been vaping that butterscotch caramel cake, butterscotch apple cake for the last few days. That's what's in the GT4, and it's been delicious. So how is everybody doing in chat? And I know we got some people mixed along. I know a couple people didn't like licorice, thought they had to. It is licorice or dark berries, even if you are playing along with the theme. It doesn't have to be both. It can be. I did that. Or you can have one or the other. Whatever your favorite flavors are. Or whatever you want to challenge yourself with is what I did. And I think it's going to be a possible work in progress situation. I'm not sure. Probably would have benefited from the steep, which I did not give it, of course. So, yeah. So how was your week, Dave?
All good. Next week's going to be even better because I'm not at work. Took the week off. So I'll be mixing up a storm next week. I'll have the time.
I see. I like yours. Yours sounds good. Kind of not very dark, but that's good. That's fine.
Not dark at all, but I'm trying to get that, like I told you off before the stream started, I'm trying to get that heavy, nice, creamy milk feel. I don't know if I'll get it, though.
Okay, so I was going to make Deb's Pazzo Black, too, before the stream, and I realized, you know how we've been complaining about the fact that we wait to order, we get our carts together, and then we miss a flavor accidental? I don't have the black licorice flavor West. At least I don't have it in my stash. I think I swore I ordered that. I better check that before I order it. Because it's possible it's in my drawer. It might be one of the ones that got merged. I'm not sure. It's possible I have it, but I don't think I do. I think it might have been one of those disappearing carts. You know, you put a cart together the day beforehand. I'm going to order that first thing tomorrow, and then tomorrow you get up and it's gone. That's always a lot of fun. Yeah, I see. I like the fact that we have some Halloween themed like ones going on here. Nice Halloween themed names. That's always fun. Let's see what we got going on here. Just looking, making sure we don't have more. Let's see. I'm just seeing if there's any more on here made too. Ooh. When was Noel's apple pie must try? Yeah, that one looks pretty good for a while back. I think that's for a little while ago. Did we miss that one? I don't remember going over it. Oh, that sounds really good. So we'll check that out in a minute. Let's see. I'm still, you know, some of these sites I'm still kind of getting used to. So I went with a themed one here. I'll start with here just to get it out of the way because it's already mixed and ready to go. And I'm going to see if I can mix someone else's too as well because, yeah, I feel like mine is weirdly medicinal off the shake, and I did just mix it. So we'll go over this. What we got going on in chat? Let's see who's here first. We got Mallory Gates was in here nice and early along with Dave Lloyd. Lady Liberty. Daniel's here. Good to see you, Daniel. Let's see here. We got Bob Holmestulo. Good to see you, Bob. Red. Hey, Red. How you doing? Tim B. Knowles. Ironically, I'm going to go over that apple recipe here in a second. Let's see. Dave Lloyd. Rocky Tooney's in the house. Of course, Rocky. See your recipe here. That's in the list. And yeah, I think that's it. Full card. Oh, Fantasia mix. That sounds really good, actually. Hey, and Sam's in. Yeah, the apple pie must try. Yeah, we're going to go over that one in a second here because that one looks really good. And this one here is just the one I made this up right when I first started this. And this is actually, ironically, was because it was stuck in my head, that line, that Black Cats and Voodoo Dolls from the Live in La Vida Loca. Thank you, Adam, by the way, for making that a possibility to play the song on the intro. So, yeah, here it is. This The Darkness Consumed. It's a little different play. I just wanted to see how it'd work. This is a test run. I'm not 100% sure the creme fraiche is the best, but Black Cats and Voodoo Dolls, black licorice and dark berry recipes theme. I did licorice and blackberry to create a darkness and then complement it with a silky creaminess. The darkness can be welcoming and embrace those who crossing the line into a Halloween-inspired profile. So I did blackberry flavora. I feel like that it was the right choice. It's a nice, strong blackberry. Flavor art creme fraiche, that's a debate. I'm wondering if I might have wanted to go with something a little bit more like a vanilla note to it, but I didn't want to go over with too much. I also did the Wonder Flavors French Vanilla Thick. Those are all 1%, by the way. And then Salmiak Licorice, or Salma Hayek, if you'd rather, 1%. Perlum Super Sweet at 0.5%. I feel like that might actually benefit if that's turned up. It's one of those weird recipes that I think it might help. Wonder Flavors Vanilla Gelato Italian at 2%. And off the shake, I won't lie, it's a bit medicinal. But yet that blackberry somehow shines through in a way I kind of like. So I'm not sure. I'm thinking the medicinal might be coming from all the creams because they haven't settled in yet. So I got to let that steep to see. But it's different. Definitely went with something completely different. And I feel like I hit the mark for trying something new. And quickly we'll go over this one too. This Noel's Tim B's recipe. This is the apple pie AFL must try. Apple pie V2 cap at 4.5%. Flavor West Bavarian cream at 0.75. Cap buttercream at 0.25. Cap Fuji apple at 2. TPA graham cracker clear at 0.5. FA pear at 1. Cap sugar cookie V2 at 0.75. And cap super sweet at 0.5. Now, do you prefer sugar cookie V1 or V2, by the way, Dave?
V1.
1? Okay. Curious about that when I saw, as soon as I saw sugar cookie, I said we gotta ask the expert. And then we'll get off this for just a second and see what's going on in chat quick. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Don't worry, Rocky. You're on this list. And that does look really good, Knowles. See, that I didn't use the Fuji Apple last couple times because I have been it's been kind of my crutch lately. I've been going right to Fuji Apple every time I go to Apple. So I tried on purpose. My last recipe was a simple recipe that I didn't put Fuji Apple in. I wanted to. That butterscotch, just butterscotch apple cake, right? I believe is what I called it.
You did two. You did the caramelized apple, and then you did a butterscotch.
Then I did a butterscotch, yeah. Of the two, the caramelized has a little bit more of a cinnamon note to it, even though I did use apple pie filling. It only apple pie filling to see if I could pull it off of the simpler recipe. It works. I've actually been vaping this for the last couple days. It's been delicious. But I'm starting to crave those top end sweet notes, like those tart notes that I don't always get. The Fuji Apple will throw in there, and there's others that'll do it as well. But I mean, again, I've been just trying to do a little bit darker, like actually more to the picture. And it seems like this one here is kind of falling into there, but he did use the Fuji Apple the way I was thinking about doing it, with the apple pie and the pear in there to kind of give you a little bit more texture, as well as a little sweetness and juiciness. Cap buttercream, I use the buttercream frosting from Wonder Flavors of mine. Sugar Cookie V2 for the in there. It looks really good. Working on something special. Got 75% there. Yeah, I think that this darkness consumed might be a V1. We have time for Halloween. I want to tune it in a little bit more, but we'll see how it steeps before I do that. Give it a few days. Thinking 3-4 days. If it hasn't done anything really magical by then, it's not going to. And also, while I'm at it, we'll quickly go over Deb's recipe, the one that I planned on making, and I realized I might be missing an ingredient. That's the Pazzo Black, and that's where it kind of got the inspiration for the darkness consumed. Black Licorice Flavor West at 0.75, King from Pazzo FA at 4%, Salmiak Licorice Wonder Flavors at 0.25, Vanilla Custard TPA at 2. So this is actually kind of like a more custardy version of kind of what Fresh did too, with his. Only she's using a lot more different licorices together to make. I got to have all three because I got to see how they work, because that's going to be different than having any one of those alone, because they all have different attributes. The King I haven't used yet, but I can say it does definitely smell different than the other two. Than the other two licorices I have. But,
Sam is saying for you to show his as well.
Who is it?
Sam is saying to show his recipe as well.
Ah. All right. Is it on ATF? Let me get over here and I'll find this. I mean, it's Sam's recipe. I'm almost positive it's probably on ATF. Sam. I'm pretty sure he's not Samsung. Did he put it in chat? Because that'd make it easier. No, he didn't. Of course he didn't. That'd be too easy.
It's like page 4, he said.
Oh, page 4. Sure, he makes me search it out. See how this is? Yeah. Page 4. Page 4. He didn't answer. Okay. I bet it's... Is it on ELR, Sam? Am I looking at the wrong one? There he is. Okay. So much easier. See, he knows what his recipe. Oh, the Dark Apostle. We did go over this the other day. We talked about this. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Trying to find it, Sam. I didn't know which one you're talking about for sure. Dark Apostle. Yeah, this is the one we talked about the other day. This is kind of a throw some shit at a wall and see what happens kind of mix. Yeah, it's kind of how mine was. The name came first. Yeah, mine too. Same thing. I took a few of the things labeled black, dark, and stuck them together the way I saw fit and came up with this little belter. Medicine Flower Blackberry Vanilla Cobbler is not in the system, but use it. Medicine Flower Dark Chocolate Truffle was also used, but Medicine Flower Dark Chocolate could sub. The blackberry is in front and center, deepened by some black currants, but balanced alongside the fruit is a dark chocolate note. This light amber beer note and a licorice note all work nicely together. Medicine Flower obviously gets even better after a steep, but these two are fire off the shake. Obviously, this is for 6 of us Medicine Flower owners. I'll do a non-Medicine Flower version for the rest of y'all. So he's got Blackberry Medicine Flower at 3%, Black Currant FA at 1%, Medicine Flower Dark Chocolate at 1.2%, Innerwear Lager at 1.5%, Wonder Flavor Stomach Licorice at 1. I think that's the one was the sub. Super Sweet at 0.5. Which one is it? No, Blackberry Vanilla Cobbler. Okay. So I'm confused on that. Okay, is that in place of the dark chocolate? I gotta get that Medicine Flower Blackberry Vanilla Cobbler. If that's any good at all, that sounds delicious. So, what are your thoughts on this one, Dave? Is this something up your alley or not?
No. Black licorice, no.
Black licorice, no. All right, Dave.
You know,
before we go any farther, we're flipping over.
I shouldn't say that because I've never tried to vape black licorice. But when I eat black licorice, I get sick. Really sick. So.
Well, just for fun, seems how you listen to all this black licorice talk. Your recipe's up on the board here. Your banana coconut.
And I was just trying to get to using I've made this before, but using other flavor houses, and they get that nice, rich, thick mouthfeel. So this is what I tried to do using only VSO. So it's got to steep out a good, 3-4 days, and I'll see if I still get there. I used the barbarian cream and the custard and the vanilla cream to try to do the same thing as you would get from the French vanilla thick. And I'll see how that comes out.
Yep. So you got banana VSO at 2%, barbarian cream VSO at 3%, coconut raw VSO at 0.25%, custard VSO at 3%, sweet VSO at 1%, and vanilla cream VSO at 1.25%. Be interesting to see how that turns out because, yes, you are trying to create a specific flavor out of a few different flavorings, trying to balance it. Oh, amazingly, it's made of VSO. I can make it. Wow, wonder how that happened. But and then, yes, we are. I know. We haven't went over Rockies yet, but there's a reason for that. I'm waiting for that one because first off, let's see if I can make this. Missing ingredients. What I'm missing? Sweet cocoa SSA. Wait a minute. I thought I had sweet. Is there a regular cocoa SSA versus a sweet? Could have swore I had that, but maybe not. But yeah, we'll be going to Rockies. Sorry, Butch's name. Talk to text. Hey, Fetty, how you doing? Oh, Bob's got one here too. We'll go over in a second as well. So Bob and Rocky, as per Bob and Rocky. Ooh. Okay, so Bob's looks interesting too. Oh. Black licorice, raspberry, and mint with vanilla cream too. Yummy. See, that sounds pretty good. I think it might have worked better than the blackberry I tried using because the blackberry is almost a little too dark. Although after just this little bit of rest since the beginning of the show, it's interesting. It's actually already settling in a little bit better. It's one of those ones that just a half hour sit might actually benefit a great deal. All right, guys, I'm gonna give them their spot in the sun here. I'm actually gonna do a Bob's recipe that isn't like embarrassing to read off. Brazilian berry cocktail #AFL. So saw this drink recipe online, never had one, but sounded good, and wanted to turn it into a vape form. Mixed for the show today, dark berries and black licorice, and yeah. Okay, so we got Brute Bubble Wine Flavora at 0.4%. Cooling Agent WS23 at 0.8. Fizz Pop Cap at 1. King FA at 3. Mint VSO at 0.8. Polar Blast FFA at 0.8. Red Raspberry VSO at 2. And Sweet VSO at 0.25. Thinking here. Okay. So it's going to be cooling. I know that Fizz Pop's the one I'm missing. That's going to be interesting. And I don't know how strong exactly that Black Licorice King is yet. I haven't tried it yet, like I said. I have it, but I haven't tried it. And there's a red raspberry, so that's actually similar to what Fiddy was just talking about with the red raspberry. The only thing I don't see here is there's no real, like, creams in here. There's no creams. It's more of a black. So you found a drink online. I'm interested in it. Brazilian berry cocktail. Did it actually have black licorice in it? Because that's interesting. So would you try this drink? It's not candy. Would you try this drink, Dave?
I don't think so.
All right, we'll go over Rockies here, which I still think I might have that sweet cocoa. We got Spooky Spider Cookies #AFL. Bavarian Cream Wonder Flavors at 1. Dessert Chocolate SSA at 0.4. Orange Cream Wonder Flavors at 1.4. Interesting. Powdered Sugar 101 at 1. Salmiak Licorice Wonder Flavors at 0.44. Shisha Vanilla and Aware at 0.6. Shortbread Cookie at SSA at 3.6. And Sweet Cocoa at 0.4. I'm thinking, yep, okay, as I was thinking, as like black licorice legs or something like that. Yep. Only thing I'm not seeing here is I'm not seeing any. What's the M&M? What's making the M&M here? Although the orange cream and that sounds good. I'm getting it, and I understand what the orange cream is for. Yep, with vanilla. Spider cookies with spooky meats tasties. Tasty spiders will welcome guests to your next vape party. Told Tim not a big fan of licorice. Yeah, but I do like the Wonder Flavor Salmiak. Tested this after 2 days steep. Licorice note. I like the licorice note in this, just not that crazy about the orange. Maybe remix with all white cream. That's what I was wondering too if that would work. So that the orange cream didn't pull off like I was kind of hoping for you too, because I know that the orange cream is, first off, isn't that one of the ones that gets a little bit of a Tic Tac taste? I believe, like a weird, not Tic Tac, like
Orange creamsicle.
Well, it's supposed to be creamsicle, but I think that's I can't remember if that's one of the ones I didn't like or did. Trying them, and it got not Tic Tac, but like medicinal, like aspirin-y, like weirdness.
Like baby aspirin.
Yeah. I think that might have been one of the ones. But
Recipe
then again, it might be
amazing.
the percentage. It might be the percentage I used on it.
Recipe
Otherwise, it does look really good.
I would drop the licorice out of it, but it looks really good.
Well, yeah, but then you don't. Then it's not a spider cookie. Then it's just a cookie. I like the use of the cocoa in it, sweet cocoa in it. Just a touch of it to kind of bring out that crust. He's got the shortbread cookie. I can see this. Sounds like it tastes really good. So, I've been getting more and more hungry as you guys are getting ready, and I've noticed the desserts seem to be where everybody's shining lately. And yes, I wouldn't mind getting back to some like brighter like drink mixes and stuff, but we're getting into candy season here too. Which the cookies actually was a really good one, and the spooky spider cookies. I like how he went into Halloween theme because it is, it's Halloween time. Oh, King is a black currant. Okay, what wasn't there? Is one that's black licorice, isn't there? Okay, hold on. That smells a little too strong to try and just knuckle it, but I might brave it anyway. Tastes almost like candied. Interesting. Yeah, that's not black licorice. It's way too sweet. Uh-oh. Got something from Bob here. Another one. Now he's got one. Oh, this is the Fantasia he was talking about. Apparently it's one he's really liking, so that's good. Fantasia. It's by Folk Art, of course. So I can't do voices worth of crap, but I mean I just try to imagine Folk Art speaking about this recipe because he's got that like captivating voice. FA Black Currant at 0.5, VT Fizzy Sherbet at 1, Grape Soda at 5, Super Sweet at 0.5, TPA Sweet and Tart at 0.5, WS23 at 0.5. I think I've seen this before. Where have I seen this?
Like a soft drink I've had.
Yeah, I think it is. It's like a Fanta. Like, supposed to be a Fanta. But I think I've seen this actual recipe before here. I don't think this is the first time it came up. I almost wonder if maybe Sam or Daniel mixed this up for one of the shows or for something. I know I've seen this. Is this one of the ones? This is a public release from that one of the last releases. I think this is one of the ones that went kind of viral. It looks really good. Do I have sweet and tart? That's a good question, and of course that one's not going to be accurate, so I couldn't tell you from there. Because if I have sweet and tart, I can make that.
I have everything.
No, I lost it amongst all the recipes. There you are. TPA sweet and tart. Okay. Nope. Sweet and smoky tobacco is the only sweet and I have. Darn it. That won't quite work. Yeah, I'll sub it with sweet and smoky tobacco. That'll be perfectly fine, right? It tastes exactly the same. I bought a lot of those candies. I'm surprised I don't have that one. Sorry, Roxanne, at the same time. Yeah, I believe that was one of the one-shots that was released. Okay, it's tasting better now that it's steeping out a little bit. Just a little bit. And it might have actually been the apple underneath it. It might have been weird. Yeah, that's not as bad as it was. I think the apple underneath it might have been just causing funk.
Afternoon, Jake.
Oh, Jake Scrapwood. That's someone we gotta get in here one of these days and talk about tobaccos. I don't know how much he wants to reveal about his tobacco goodness, but he's got a really nice tobacco mix that like everybody who's tried it loves. In fact, it sounds like one of those tobaccos I wouldn't mind. Not to mention, if you haven't followed Jake on Instagram, you should check him out. Haven't seen a real lot lately, Jake. You haven't been doing anything really new yet lately, or I haven't seen much on there lately. But he does some really awesome mods. Not so much scrapwood mods anymore. Big bottle of sweet tart. Mix a recipe for kilos. Yeah, the sweet and tart sounds good. I thought I had it, but maybe I don't. And again, if anybody has noticed with the merger, I mean, anything that I'm not sure how it worked. Like we might have had the wrong ones. They had to pick one. If there's like 3 or 4 that all might have 1,000 recipes, but they had to pick one. When they pick them, sometimes they don't all merge correctly. I'm not sure how that's working, but I do know that my flavor stash keeps shrinking. Even the more flavors I get, the more it's shrinking. So I know that one of these days soon, I'm going to have to bite the bullet, go through everything. It's going to be a nightmare. Working on a Mandalorian. Oh, awesome. One that is it going to be wearable? A wearable Mandalorian helmet? Because that actually sounds like something I'd like. Yeah, where am I at? Flavor stash according to this. Yeah, it keeps shrinking. Wow, shrinking. Wow. I bought over 100 flavors in the past month, and it's down like another 30.
Jake, send it to Nick. I'm sure he'd love a throaty juice.
Blueberry Rice Krispie treat. It's good, but throaty, yeah. Soft throat Nick might have issues. Blueberry Rice Krispie treat juice. Interesting. Whew. Blueberry's kind of a dark berry. I might do a little live mixing here. That actually sounds really good. I'm not going to do a juice here, Jake, but I'm going to do something along. You just inspired me to do something like that. I haven't played much with this medicine flower. I haven't made a recipe with it. I've only mixed up stuff that I think Rocky and Bob have sent to try. So I'm thinking I'll play with it. Oh, wait a minute. The only problem with that is that's a little bit more of a real blueberry. That won't work. I probably want Flavor West blueberry probably for that one. Either the new sweet or probably the new sweet would actually be one of the better options to go with the Rice Krispie. Days of print. Oh, 12 days of printing and it failed?
Wow.
Oh. Put it on myself and call it the Ball DeLorean. Oh, that's awesome, Jake, though. At least you can have fun with it. Vape Train Blueberry Candy. Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, I have a blueberry pie I have to redo for Melt to Lung. See if I can get my wife vaping.
Yeah, I'm making something with this blueberry today. I want to do something that's just the new blueberry here. Just the medicine flower. Just not sure what I want to make with it yet. Blueberry muffin Kit Kats. Oh. Blueberry muffin Kit Kat. That sounds good. Oh, really? So this might be less potent? Man. Smells like blueberry liqueur when you smell it. You can't go off the smell on there because I know that does go away. But that is the reason for the steep. You gotta let that... It smells like you get drunk off it, honestly. It smells like something you'd enjoy getting drunk off of. Alright. I'm going to do muffin. Now, if you're doing muffin, I got to do something else.
Blueberry wine.
Blueberry wine, though? Is there a good wine? I mean, it's the bubbly, but that's... Wait a minute.
Just bend something.
There's actually one that's coming up that I haven't... I know that Daniel tested that I haven't tried yet. It's a black currant, like liqueur.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Sam just hit it. Blueberry sangria.
Yeah. wait a minute. I know I have Sangria Flavora. That's not showing in my list. That's weird. But then again, is it... Maybe I didn't put it in yet. Maybe it's in the box over there I haven't put away yet. Let me look up a real recipe.
Bend VSO champagne.
I'm thinking about doing something completely weird. Yes, I'm going to mix this. I'm going to mix a real recipe. Well, what would be a real recipe? You guys are all going to think I'm crazy when I'm done with this one. Let's see. Yeah. And vanilla bean. I haven't used that in a while. So we are going to make a blueberry orange creamsicle smoothie.
You're right. You're
Sounds
crazy.
strange, huh? I'm crazy, huh? Sounds crazy, don't it?
Yeah, Jake, try VT's chocolate custard. Oh, is it ever good?
I'm spelling that right. Creamsicle. 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 Why does it say I'm spelling it wrong? Saying I'm spelling it wrong, and that doesn't make any sense to me. But okay. So you guys think it sounds crazy, huh? It's just so crazy it just might work, okay? Maybe.
Oh, come on.
I knew she was going to do that. Only this one here, I would say I want the cap. Super sweet for this one. There. Now we're going to find out if my insanity is insanity or not. Yeah, I know I should actually prefer over to VTA. Alright, so this is what I came up with. Yes, insanity is... Well, at least it's not... Definition of insanity is repeating something over and over, not getting a good result. Because you're doing the same thing. This is not the same thing. It's blueberry orange creamsicle smoothie. And it's blueberry medicine flower. I'm going to try it. 0.8. French vanilla thick. Wonder flavors at 1. Orange juice. Wonder flavors at 1.5. Super sweet from Cap at 0.5. Vanilla bean ice cream flavor West at 3. I know some people don't like that one. I do. Vanilla gelato Italian Wonder flavors at 2. So it's got that typical, it's going to have that thickness from the other two, from the gelato and the French vanilla thick, but then the vanilla bean ice cream to bring it into more of like a a little bit of a creamier side, I'm hoping.
You didn't want to go with Liquid Barn?
See, I get that weird peppery note from Liquid
Oh,
Barn.
do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for me, I mean, I can deal with it, but to do that with something that's got that orange juice in it, that just sounds like a really bad idea for myself. I know it's weird because some people get it from the. It depends. This is where taste buds are really dependent on the person. For me, that one's there. I would definitely say that if you don't like the vanilla bean ice cream from Flavor West, sub it out with your favorite vanilla ice cream. You're gonna want vanilla. Like the vanilla is gonna be needed here because to bring out that creamsicle, you can't really do it with just a plain cream. It'll be boring. Speaking of, picked up a different one. A different one of these. It's got a red screen on it, and it's a calibratable one with a thing.
Who uses that? Gary Vapes, I think, out of the UK, uses one of those.
I saw it and it's like I kind of like the color and the design, and I was like, this one here also has it's rechargeable. You can keep it plugged in if you need to. So I haven't even charged it yet, just working out the batteries. But I wanted to try something new. But now I got to dig out all these flavors. That's going to take me a second. I have the one out. Got to find the Wonder Flavors orange juice, which I haven't used in quite a while. And that could take a second. So, Dave, what have you been inspired for lately? Is anybody in the chat, guys? Let me know what you've been looking forward to. I do want to go a little bit more to Halloween fall theme, like stuff for like this time of year, because it's like the one time of year you can really kind of get away with all that. But
I find all the spices that you would use for Halloween, to me, it all comes out tasting like pumpkin pie.
Spices all taste the same. Yeah, they do.
And don't get me wrong, I love pumpkin pie. And everyone just goes over the top with the pumpkin seasoning, pumpkin coffee, pumpkin muffin, pumpkin latte, pumpkin this, pumpkin that.
Pumpkin everything, yes. And unfortunately, I could have used a custard in there to thicken it up. That would have been a good idea too. Instead, use a vanilla custard. So if this turns out too liquidy, I could always do that instead. Drop the the vanilla bean ice cream and put in a vanilla custard instead to thicken it.
Or vanilla pudding would have been good.
Or vanilla pudding would have been good. Actually, it might have even been better. But you also want
vanilla pudding's crack.
It really is. But then we're gonna summon Michelle. That is a temptation there, yeah. That's definitely an option if this doesn't turn out quite the way I want it to. Vanilla pudding would be a nice additive. I would thicken it up a little bit more.
Yeah, Bob. Wendy's base is like, it's so
crack.
good.
That's crack to him too. You give him a sugar cookie. You give him, well, actually, you could do a really good job with the sugar cookie. You could actually use your cookie. You did use your sugar cookie.
Yeah.
But you could use some vanilla pudding in there. Throw that in with it. You could even, I wonder if it'd work. I wonder if you could do that. Use Wendy's milkshake base. Add some vanilla pudding just to thicken it up a little bit even more like it needs it. Throw a little bit of your sugar cookie in there. Throw a little bit of the vanilla pudding in there and throw a little bit of Rocky's milk and honey in there. I have a feeling it'd still be a really good mix. Yeah, if I can ever find this orange juice, I got to get these in alphabetical order because it's driving me nuts trying to find. Oh, I found the orange cream. Ironically, we just talked about.
I organized everything by flavor house. I'm finding that's a lot easier for me.
Yeah, this is Flavor House, but I'm starting to get to the point where my Flavor House stuff is getting like Wonder Flavors. I've got a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got a whole nother, well, all the Flavor House, that's a couple of the Flavor Houses that are on, like the Kevin Vatic. every chemnovatic flavoring that's available on BCF is on its way here.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to try that. Is it yogurt or pudding? They're pudding. Vanilla pudding was on there. It's like, oh, and I got on there and I started looking. It's like, hey, you know what? There it is. Orange juice. That was that hard to find. It was almost one of the last ones again. I already have the gelato and the Italian out from the other mix, so that's going to be simple. I just got to find the Flavor West Vanilla Bean Ice Cream, which all I got to do is figure out which drawer is Flavor West. Is this one? Oh, that's Capella. Oh, that's TPA. There it is. And you see the easiest thing about this was it's the only big bottle I have in there, Flavor West. So yay, I figured it out. I think I have everything. We're going to see if this is absolutely terrible or decent. We're going to find out momentarily. I don't know. This unfortunately, this isn't going to be great shake and vape because we all know that the blueberry alone is going to take a little bit of time. The ice cream and everything is going to take a little bit of time. It's weird, even though it does smell so strong off the just in the bottle. It smells good. It's weird. French vanilla thick, 0.25. Never be afraid to mix something you're just inspired on the spot to make. Always have fun with it. I do like how easy this one resets. So. Like my other scale, you have to hold it in order to get it to tear. This one here, you just tap it. That's a super sweet cap. That's getting pretty empty. A good thing I had another bottle. Hillbilly Tobaccos. Yep, Hilly Tobaccos. Yep, that's coming up. That's going to be a fun one. Going to be doing some more testing on them right after the show. Super sweetened cap, vanilla bean ice cream. That also is. Ooh, that's going to be quite a bit of that. 0.78. Making a 25 as usual. Even though I'm making it in a bigger bottle. Just I don't trust it enough to the point where I'm going to go too far with it. And here we go with a 0.5 in this. So is there anything you've been craving at all, Dave?
Cheesecakes. Always have a craving for cheesecakes.
No,
So I've been mixing up a couple of hippies recipes, and I just mixed up something else. Oh, Grant's custard.
Oh yeah, you said that. You said
Yeah. So, but it's got a crazy
you made
steep
100.
time. Yeah.
You made 100, right?
Yeah, but it's got a crazy 3-week steep time. So, see how that goes. Ah, crap. I can't do that. Got a new coffee table today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And the tops open up, and that's where I put my batteries. Unfortunately, my laptop's sitting on top, so I can't get to batteries.
That's a slight design. That's a slight design flaw. That's why I was thinking. I was considering that myself, getting one of those ones that raise up. You know what I'm talking about? That way, you can get in there. Just for that exact reason, because anytime you do have like one with a lid to it, it's always
That's
like, I
the
got
problem.
something on here, I can't take it apart. Ooh, that blueberry's strong. Three days into my blueberry steep, hoping it mellows out a little. Ah. Oh, for the blueberry rice treat juice. This is going to be interesting. Blueberry orange creamsicle smoothie. It's a real thing, by the way. There's a real recipe for it. This isn't just something just came off the top of my head only. Clean this up a little bit. Yeah. So I'll go. I already went over that, didn't I?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is actually what. See, I looked it up. This isn't me just making it up. Blueberry orange creamsicle smoothie really does exist. And honestly, it sounds good. I would try that. But that might depend on how bad this tastes.
I don't know.
I don't know, a bright blue orange with a blueberry. It can go either way with this. It can. Think about it. A lemon goes really good with a blueberry. Blueberry lemonade. Why not an orange? We're going to find out possibly why not an orange. Because you can't get much more authentic than like the Wonder Flavor orange juice. I'm not hating it. Tastes a little more like this tastes like a mixed drink at the moment, I'll be honest.
See how it steeps out.
I don't know if I want it to though. It tastes pretty good off the knuckle. I think I could drink that juice right now. Although I'm not going to vape it directly over top of that without drying the wicks over top of the black licorice. I don't think that would go well.
No.
When you do flavor testing, your wicks start to get a little gunky looking really quickly. And it's time to change them already.
I'll set up multiple setups. I won't try to dry out wicks because I don't know if it's psychological or what. I taste the previous juice all the time.
It's not all psychological. It depends on the juices a lot of times too. But yeah, if I get to the point where I can't distinctively tell the differences, and I think I might be tasting it, I'll just either change the wick or change the addy.
1,500 milliliters at a time. Sounds like me.
Yeah, the vanilla bourbon, honey tobacco. That's the one. Oh, this is actually delightful. I would say this one here. Give this one a go. It may sound weird, but this is actually pretty damn tasty. For being inspired just randomly off of something, just trying to figure out what to do with the blueberry because the other blueberry wouldn't work with this blueberry. It's like I wanted to try the blueberry. It's got that orange citrus tang to it, which you know that the Cap Super Sweet actually helps a tiny bit with. Nice creaminess to it. And that blueberry's just... That blueberry liqueur, as it tastes right now, tastes pretty damn good in it. Like, if you can mix me up a gallon of this
Since you
drink...
don't actually read your chat, would you like this? It has a blueberry already. It might cover this better.
Sure. You're just going to try and steal it, that's all.
No, I want you to make my peanut butter cheesecake. It would make my hand feel better.
Get more nuances out of that, but it does still taste good on there. Want more drip?
No, did you want to use it?
Nah, I'll use this one. This one actually tastes better in here still already. I have the premium. I don't have the silver. which is interesting to hear that it might actually be a different strength. Wow, that does taste like a liqueur. Yeah, it's the premium flavor. I don't know how well this will zoom in.
That must have been a pretty penny. Eh?
Not bad. Well, no worse than anything else. I mean, you get what you get. It's not like you use a ton of it.
Yeah.
You think about it, is it any worse than if you use some of the other flavorings like sugar cookie at 10%?
I get your point.
If you're using sugar cookie at 10%, you need 100 ml a bottle to keep up with your habit. But it's swaggy. Still kind of wondering about that layering thing, that layering effect, because I think it's Bob that actually uses that and a little bit of Swag's blueberry. Is that right, Bob? Is it you? Pomelo's on its way, Bob. That's one of the flavors that's on its way. It's one of the flavors I ordered from BCF this month. Let me see, BCF. I almost think Pomelo might have been on a 50% off sale too on Bull City. I will check. Because they had some good flavorings this month in the 50% off collection this month. I was surprised. Let's see. Oh, it's Cocoa SSA. I don't have it. I do have it, but I had the I knew I didn't have sweet cocoa. I was right. I had the regular cocoa. Madagascar vanilla. There's red soft candy. Oh, Rocky's here. Have you tried the rum with honey SSA, Rocky? I was curious about. I ordered it. Figured why not. I also got the tonic water that we just saw. Remember we just discussed this tonic water a couple times on different shows. It's like screw it. It's under 50% off. I'll try it. And then the Chem Novatic water bombs what started me on the Chem Novatic train. And I just said, oh, Chem Novatic, I should just see what they have on here. And I just ordered everything that they had in Chem Novatic. So, no, it's on the 50% off. I did order the pomelo. And don't worry, Dave. I did order her 30 mils of each one of her flavorings she needs for the blueberry coffee that she loves so much.
Okay.
Compliments of Dave. Good to see you, Swaggy.
You said that, and I almost wrote orange coffee instead of creamsicle. Or blueberry coffee.
Speaking of, yes, there were drops this week, by the way, for VSO. I'm sure Nightbot already put it out there. But we'll go over it. He did have rose hips, hops, oak barrel, blood orange raw, and bitters raw. So yeah, that rose hips. Oh, I was supposed to try that again. Where's that rose hips? It's right here. Now that rose hips honey graham. I will admit that was a weird one, and I went way high with the rose hips, so it was a little bit weird off the shake. Ooh, I like the way it went better now after steep, just off the knuckle. But I will say it is definitely floral. Don't ever think that you're not going to get floral out of this, because you are going to get a floral mix. Try this in the Citadel. I almost wish I didn't have the graham in there. That's the weird part. Almost wish I didn't have the graham in there because I have a feeling that the rose hips and the honey would be absolutely, completely delightful just on their own.
Throw in the tea.
Rocky's told you twice
Put
now
a tea in
the
there.
cocoa is the sweet cocoa.
It
It's
is the
just
sweet
the
cocoa.
BCF labeling.
Oh,
And you pissed off Sam because you didn't ask him.
about what?
Whatever flavoring you're asking about.
The pizza? So my recommendation with this, that rose hips and on honey graham, drop the graham. That rose hips and honey, I have a feeling would be just absolutely delicious. Think about it. Have you ever had a floral honey before, Dave? Like a real floral honey?
Probably.
Okay, so all right, thanks, Rocky. So that means I can make Rockies, doesn't it? Wasn't that the one I was missing? Yeah, that's all I was missing on Rockies. So I can actually make Rockies spooky cookies, spooky spider cookies. Might have to do that. Rocky, is it worth making, or do you need to tweak it first? I'll wait for his answer on that one. Because if it's worth making, or if I should wait until after you make your final adjustments. Because we made this yesterday. I don't see much that could go wrong with it, though. It sounds pretty good. Oh, he said the orange cream. He's going to change that out. And probably go just a regular cream. Which I get that. I saw the orange cream in there, and I think it's one of the ones I tried. Have you tried making a good creamsicle, Dave?
Yes, I have. Came out really good.
It's a really tough challenge to make a good creamsicle. Not as easy as you'd think. You see all these creams, like orange and creams, you think, oh, that'll be... Nope. Oh, that'll be... Nope.
Oh, mine came out well. What are you doing?
Apples, strawberry, blueberry, grape were the first four. Now, let's look and see. Has there been any... I don't know if he's done any updates, but let's see if there's any updates on it. Because I'm still waiting. Still waiting hard for Swaggy's announcement for when he's coming out with the rest of those... Nope. No updates yet. Still looking for those fudges on there, Swaggy. Not by anybody else, but if anyone's tried the Great Pumpkin Fudge, it makes you want another fudge. It really does. Especially, like, I think you said you were going to bring out a plain fudge, so you can flavor it whatever way you wanted to. Like a plain vanilla fudge. You don't like orange. Is it an off orange, though, Rocky, or does it taste like a proper orange you just don't care for? That's the curiosity I'm trying to figure out on that one. Because if it tastes like it doesn't belong, I could see leaving that out. Although you might need another, you're going to need another cream of some sort. Because all you have is shisha vanilla to hold that off. That's not quite going to create that whole creamy layer. What's that cannoli flavor? Wait a minute, it's one of these. One of the Pazzos. That's one I need to play with. Is it Joker? Is that the cannoli one? I think it is Joker. Oh. It smells delicious. I gotta mix with some of these other ones. Having the time, though. If anybody hasn't noticed, my schedule's been a lot busier lately. Yep, pumpkin raw. I know, Daniel. Pumpkin raw, you got your butter raw. You're just going to put pumpkin and butter raw together and somehow get this weird pumpkin... I don't know what that would taste like. That'd be weird. You reading that, right?
Yeah.
You read that, right? I'm not reading that wrong. That says what I think it says.
On me. Fucking autocorrect. I hate this phone.
That's not much better. On in. Wow. Hun.
Oh my god.
Hey, to each his own.
Good. Thank you, Fitty. Thank you. You just made my day. You said what we were all thinking.
Ah!
Oh. Crazy day.
Thank you, Marilyn.
Oh, Cassie just Tim does, yeah.
You know what? Screw you guys. I'm not watching the chat anymore. I'm going away.
Jesus, Bob, damn you. Make sure it's an MTL, Bob. Make sure it's an MTL. I just might have something coming very soon that it will go into that'll be perfect. Something that'll fit in a bridge. There we go. I got a bridge coming. Mallory, it wasn't my fault. I had nothing to do with it. My hands were not on. Oh, God. Daniel. Oh. It'll be extra fruity. Thanks, Bob. Ah, this is good. This actually makes me think. Oh, man, I could make a mixed drink like that, and I think I'd like it. Apple toffee marshmallow. That sounds pretty good. Now, which kind of marshmallow are you thinking about, Bob? Are you gonna go with like the gooey marshmallow, or are you gonna go like a? It's hard to. We talked about this with Folkart. The toasted marshmallow is kind of tough because toasted marshmallow, you almost needed to make that recipe he made in order to get a real toasted marshmallow taste. But then again, there's always this candy marshmallow. Like you can make a. That'd be hard to do. Make like a dry cereal marshmallow with apple because the apple tends to juice it up. For this crowd, yes, Swaggy, I agree. Grapes. Fitty grapes,
Everything-
Muff said.
Does everything have to be chewed?
Oh, marshmallow vanilla. Yes, it would. With toffee.
Definitely.
Ooh, that does sound really good, Bob.
You know what? I would listen to Mallory and smack you if my hand didn't hurt so goddamn much right now. Like, seriously.
Yay, bunny. She's gonna get mad at me for saying that, but I mean, apparently the bunny saved me from getting slapped. Great. Fitty, all I gotta say is popsicles. Popsicles. And now I'm dimming.
Oh, vanilla.
I'll
Yeah,
tell
I think
you
I'm gonna
what.
mix them.
You gonna mix what?
The marshmallow vanilla with toffee. That sounds really good.
That does sound good. Sounds really good. If Bob's actually gonna make it, I'll just wait for his recipe and I'll try his. But if he's not, I'm tempted to. But it wasn't my idea, so I'd rather mix his because he came up with the idea. Damn, that's actually yummy. It's weird how that orange works with it. The orange does work with the blueberry. I was skeptical. He's throwing the recipe together now.
What I'm doing.
In this particular conversation, I'm shocked your first thought was apple, Bob. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Swaggy, when you come out with you haven't come out with a name yet for that fudge. When you come out with the plain vanilla fudge, you should call it Shocker Fudge, or maybe that should be the chocolate version. I don't know. Bobbing for Apples, new edition. Oh. See, I want Rocky to come up with this revised version of the Spooky Spiders. Make it public, Rocky. Pumpkin vanilla fudge. Oh, you just had to add vanilla to the Great Pumpkin Fudge, which already has a little bit of a vanilla note in it. I said that's one of my favorite. That one and the Mocha Ranci are my two favorites that I've tried. I haven't tried all Swaggy's one shots. Of the one shots I've tried, those are my two favorites. Takes a special woman.
Needs salted caramel. I think English toffee, marshmallow, and salted caramel. I think that'd be a good.
Oh, to bump up a little bit with the toffee, to help the toffee out a little bit. Yeah, you might need a little bit to go against that vanilla. The vanilla note might pull down that toffee a little bit. Salted caramel or a butterscotch. Licorice mix. What do we got here? They all float down here. I love the name, Rocky. I absolutely love the name. That is really weird, but I'd give it a try. So this fits in today's theme, so here we go. They all float down here. Pound sign Wonder Flavors with a clown face. Root beer float gummy candy. Wonder Flavors at 3%. Salmiak licorice. Wonder Flavors at 0.5. Just a touch of black licorice. Yep. Vanilla ice cream Wonder Flavors at 1, and whipped cream fresh Wonder Flavors at 0.5. I almost think that'd be better without the licorice in there, but I would give it a try. That root beer float gummy is really, really good. You don't really get the gummy off it. That's the weird part. There's not a real gummy sensation to that one. Like, I actually tried single flavor testing that just to see what it'd be like with just sweetener, and it didn't give me that much gummy, but it gave me a nice kind of candied root beer. It's almost a little bit more towards not quite as hard an edge as a root beer barrel, but it kind of did give you that candied root beer taste. Let's see. There's two root beers I liked. One of them was a Flavor West is the one the root beers is pretty good, but you have to turn it way up. And then I like Swaggy's root beer. But I also like Swaggy's root beer when you make it yourself, because I turned down the wintergreen just a little bit for me. Oh, God. Bob. I had to, lady. I get an idea and I run with it. Oh, God. I'm just waiting for him to pop up. You know there's going to be a Bob recipe coming up here anytime now.
He already put it in the chat.
Oh, it's in chat already?
Yeah, it's called Ass to Mouth.
Oh, did you? You didn't really. You did. You
Yes,
did. You seriously did. Hey, it's a 21 and up channel. We're going to put this up on the screen. This is age restricted. Here we go. Ass to Mouth. Apple VSO at 2%. Country Apple Pearl at 2%. English Toffee VSO at 2%. Marshmallow Vanilla Flavor at 1.25. Like that you bumped that a little bit more normal. Salted Caramel Flavor West at 1.8. So you did use a salted caramel. Sweet VSO at 0.25. And Vanilla Cream VSO at 0.8. And that Flavor West one is a little less harsh, too. It's the only thing about the Flavora one is the Flavora does give a little bit of a throat hit. And you don't want, soft throats to get hurt. So this would be interesting to see if you can actually get the toffee flavor to come out over that country apple. Because Wayne does have a point there. Once you put country apple in, it becomes a country apple mix, and then everything else is kind of like you're just going up against it. But that doesn't mean it's going to taste bad by any means. Frank, damn you, Frank.
Oh, this conversation going off the rails quick.
Speaking of, while you're here, Frank, I'll be there tomorrow as long as I don't get called in the morning and told I have to work, because I'm trying to get out of it, but there's a potential possibility I'm stuck working again. Same issue. They're moving, and it's just kind of a freaking nightmare over there right now. Because everybody that usually takes care of the guys is doing the moving. So it's like, in order for them to move, they can't really do both.
You want me on tomorrow, Frank? I'll come on.
That's the other reason why I wanted to let him know now, because in case the situation happens, I don't want Frank to be stuck alone. I'm hoping that I told him, I said, if you can get someone else to work tomorrow, please do. Or if you can figure it out. But he asked me right before I left work today.
One chip? You mean the Pakwa one chip challenge?
Oh,
I've done that
Twitch
many
tonight?
times.
Frank, I'll watch that. I'll get on there and watch that, because that'd be fun to watch.
I've done those challenges many times. I usually win.
Oh, you good at taking? You can handle the spice.
Oh yeah.
Enjoying. There's your next recipe, Bob. There you go, Bob. You got ass to mouth. Now you got burning bunghole. It'll have to be a rich cinnamon mix. Rich cinnamon at 4%. That should be it. You don't need anything else. Throw some sweetener at it to make sure that burn comes through.
Oh, I've at work, me and this one guy, we did Carolina Reaper challenge. Take a whole Carolina Reaper, toss it in your mouth like a grape.
Plutonium 357.
Oh, I've had that sauce.
Oh, that's what I thought it was, a sauce. Oh, the Mad Dog. Yes. Okay. I've not had it. I've heard about it. That's been on Hot Ones. Anybody else ever watch Hot Ones just to see them guys squirm?
I laugh.
You see some people, some of the ones you don't expect to break, and others you expect, oh, they're not going to make it through this. They make it to the end. It's like, how? And you get some of them that... Did you see Ramsey on there? That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that magician's name? He was just on there the other night. He breezed through it like nothing.
Yep. Did he do his magic act? Did he make it through? He's supposed to do magic act.
Yes, he did. Which was really cool. I don't know how he did that, but it was really cool.
I saw it pop up. I did not get a chance to watch it. I could have watched it at work while I was bored for a little while.
I buy those chips, Frank, by the bag.
By the bag? Yeah, okay.
By the bag. Yeah.
Undertaker episode was good. Yeah, Hot Ones is actually quite fun. If you haven't watched it, you want to watch something, what people put themselves through literal hell, watch it.
Just a toothpick swaggy. Oh my God. I dipped my wings in it the other night. That's exactly what I did.
To the milk and honey challenge. Not everybody can afford a pool full of milk and honey to dive into, okay? Especially when I have to, sublet it through you. Do you give a discount for like used bath water, milk and honey bath water?
You know, it's really good. You make chicken wings and you put them in the honey garlic sauce, and then
Yep.
you put on Carolina Reaper powder. Oh, so good.
Oh, I still have that. I can't have it. I'm not supposed to have super spicy stuff because it could affect my heart, at least right now. I've got some hot. I got that the devil's toenail or toe or whatever it is.
Oh yeah,
I want to try it because I'm just sadistic enough to want to.
I've gone up to 10 million Scoville units.
Yeah, and this is before their latest rendition. Was before they changed it. They made a weaker version of that devil's toe or whatever, so people could handle it.
Mhm.
This is one of the originals, those really super hot and spicy ones. Mad Dog Collections. Ooh, we got some here. This is not vape related, so it's good to put in. Oh yeah, right there it is. Yep. I mean, look at the way it's packaged. Just look at the way it's packaged. 9 million. Ugh. This could be repackaged as you used to have a butthole. Used cotton for sale. Speaking of, thank you guys for that suggestion on that. That's not bad. The other, for once, I'm not having any leaking issues, and it's way better than I've had with the running the Profile Unity. Since I rewicked it, it hasn't leaked.
With the 13 feet.
Yeah, that just two layers of it. You know, folded in half, tucked it through. No issues with it leaking at all. I was
Mallory,
impressed.
we should get together, have a competition.
Oh wait, what we got here? Got Diesel. Is this Frank's Twitch channel? Oh, yep. There's a picture of Frank there. Also, it's not going to be on your Twitch. Ah. There you go, guys. Save it. Save that link and watch that tonight. That'll be fun to see. It's a picture of Frank. That's him smiling. I have a feeling it won't be the same smile as after the show. Did you dance when you tucked it back? The first guy did. Fell to the ground in snot and tears. We decided to do a small toothpick tip then. Sounds like that friggin' like mustard gas or something.
I accidentally did that once. I was gonna make, I forget what I was making. It was a hot frying pan. I threw some hot sauce in there, cleared out my apartment. Cleared it like it was like tear gas.
Oh, never forget that tear gas. Oh, go in there. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do this. No, you can't. You really can't. You think you can. You can't.
No.
If someone can actually get immune to that, then they have something wrong with them. That's plain
Yeah,
simple
no
the
kidding.
truth.
It's one thing to eat spicy food, quite another to have it aerosol in your eyes. Because that was part of my basic training.
It was mine
Make,
too.
they make you run around the gas chamber with a gas mask on until you're breathing heavy and sweaty and everything. And then they rip the mask off your face, and you have to stand in there until you can recite your social insurance number, and then they let you out. And it was CS gas with a vomiting agent. It was disgusting. Like,
Yeah.
Every part of your body with mucous membrane is burning like you can't imagine. Vomit coming up your throat. Oh, it's horrible.
There was only one positive of that. You feel so cleansed after you finally feel better. Like you feel like, whew, I just got rid of all the toxins in my body. But
Every,
that doesn't come until later on, like 6, 8, 10 hours later.
without exception, every one of us collapsed.
Yeah. The goal with us was who can last the longest. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Ooh.
There's no lasting in that. Yeah, you got to be in good shape to have NBC suit on for any amount of time because you sweat like you can't imagine.
Oh yeah. We did. We also had to do the hot bottle change thing for firefighting. That is actually the most dangerous thing you do in a firefighter unit. You actually do a hot bottle change. You literally go in there and you do put your lungs at risk. You could really die from that. Because the room is warm enough and smoky enough that you could actually die. Yeah, the hot bottle change. It's scary going in there knowing the fact that you fuck up. You really might go to at least to the ER for sure. And they have ambulance ready.
Ooh,
Fermented ghost peppers.
Yum, yum.
I'm scared of it, but I like the idea as well, Swaggy. Like, that's both terrifying and intriguing.
I grow ghost peppers and Carolina Reapers, and we grow more than we can use. I have bags of them in the freezer.
I haven't had them in years. I've always liked my spicy food, but I won't deny that ghost pepper does get me sometimes. It depends on what's in.
They're not the hottest. The Carolina Reapers top those.
It depends on what they're in, though. If you get a sauce, you would think, oh, sugars will help. No, sugars make it worse. They actually help. It helps the burn. It's almost like a catalyst that actually helps that burn, and you can't get rid of it. It like sticks. What's the hottest vape juice you ever vaped, other than the one you flushed?
On this vape juice, nothing really. That no, I flushed it. The hot tamale I was gonna make because I didn't like the way it didn't come out clear. It came out really almost like an oil and water mix. Really weird.
I'm gonna bring this up Tuesday. This blueberry orange creamsicle smoothie thing. I'm gonna test that again on Tuesday. See how it seeps out after a few days. Although technically with that blueberry, it takes a week or two.
I went into an Indian
Tuesday
restaurant a while ago and I told them, make me a curry like we're back in Mumbai. Holy cow, was that hot? Good, but it was mental hot. Mental.
This Tuesday does not have a release. But the following Tuesday, we're finally going to get our butter rum. No, and the pumpkin raw. So that butter rum, yeah. If that's as good as I'm hoping it's going to be, that will probably be well in my rotation for a daily vape of some sort. I love butter rum.
Make a butter rum hot toddy with pumpkin.
With pumpkin?
Yeah.
It would be before Halloween. That would definitely fit into the season.
Yeah, Swag, I can't remember what it was called, but years ago, it might have been Blair or one of the hot sauce houses released a hot, it was crystals, and it was like, I want to say 20 million Scoville units. And
there was some idiot doing that, Rocky, and yeah, like literally that could have. I don't think it was. Yeah, someone showed on the stream, and it's like that's not really vapeable. You're not supposed to vape that. No.
That could
That was
cause your
not.
lungs to collapse.
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't extracted. They were actually vaping just straight up like
Oh.
juiced reapers. It's just like you're insane.
I made a mistake once. I was cutting Carolina Reapers, and I didn't even think
Oh,
about
it was fake. It was fake, Swaggy. Okay.
Then I went to the washroom. Oh my dear God! I was walking like John Wayne for a week. Oh.
Oh, you'd be down for. She said she'd be down for the butter rum, pumpkin toffee, or
The oil,
butter rum pumpkin.
the oil from any pepper on your hands. You literally have to wash your hands with degreaser to get this stuff off.
You do, yeah, because it doesn't. It actually
does
gets
not come
into the
off.
pores of your skin. You touch your eyes a day later with some of these, and you can actually burn your eye.
Get your eyes. Go take a leak.
Which is worse?
Oh, trust me.
Crazy people. Yeah, but that's on the 18th. We're gonna get the butter rum finally, and Danish. Finally gonna get a Danish, which is gonna be interesting as well. And carrot raw, celery raw, and pumpkin raw. Carrot raw I can see being useful. Celery raw,
Yeah,
not really
celery
sure
would
what.
be good too.
I'm just trying to think of uses for the celery raw.
I'm thinking chicken fried rice.
Okay.
Carrot, celery,
Yep.
onion,
A savory
chicken,
thing dish. Yeah.
rice. I'm
The
just
carrot-
wondering.
Carrot
gonna
raw,
say-
you could probably make if you want a really strong carrot cake. If you want, if you've ever had like a truly heavy carrot cake, like one that's made like a vegetarian carrot cake, where they actually purposely make it carrot forward, or if you're doing like a carrot juice, if you're into carrot juice and you want to make it, I could see carrot. The celery would work for that too. Celery's used in a lot of recipes like that, so
Nice.
maybe we'll do some kind of weird, like, try to mimic like a healthy drink, a health drink out of some of Swaggy's raws. That sounds like something fun. I actually like some of them, so it might actually be fun.
I'm really looking forward to making a chicken fried rice. Problem
I
is,
got-
I'm wondering how long the rice is going to hold up for. That's what I'm concerned about.
That's the only problem is rice does drop off. It might be one of those ones where you can only make a small amount at a time.
I'm supposed to
true.
send the bottle to Steve Legion Vapes in Australia, so I don't know if
If
it'll,
it doesn't
journey.
steep, if it steeps weird, that's quite a journey.
yeah. I mean, I can get it there. I've gotten him stuff there in 3 days. So, and he's in the boonies. He was shocked out of his mind that I got it to him in 3 days. But it worked
Well,
out.
was he even more surprised when you showed up at the door? You were the delivery
Yeah.
person?
Here you go.
Here you go. What did you do? I took a flight and this went with me.
Yeah. That's one country I'd love to go to, but man, I cannot see myself on a plane for 17 hours. I'd lose my mind.
I would really like to go to New Zealand. I have
Yeah.
a friend that lives right there, not far from the airport. I got a place to stay. It's just, again, an 18-hour flight.
been-
I've never been on a commercial flight in my life.
Oh, really?
And my first one would go to Australia. That might be a little bit of a stretch. Hey, then first thing I'm going to do is fly over an ocean where there's no place to land for like 10, 15 hours. Okay, this sounds like a great idea.
I was thinking about doing it, but doing it like Montreal, let's say Vancouver, Canada, stay a day or two, Vancouver to San Francisco, stay a day or two, and then to Hawaii, day or two, and then New Zealand, and then Australia. Something like that, so it breaks it up a bit.
See, I would like to do the New Zealand thing, and I want to do. He talked me into it before. He was going to do the whole. We're going to drive down to the southern point and back again, because you can go through all the different topographies.
Yeah.
Like within a day, you can drive
Yeah.
through every topography known to man, with the exception of like ice caps.
Except someone else has to do the driving because they're on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, I mean, they'd probably
have-
get mad at me as I'm driving at them, you know.
I have no desire to find out what their emergency rooms are like. I know I'd forget.
They
I know I would
they
take a
have
turn.
good, they have good health care. I know
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That's another thing. Like Mallory says, you need your nicotine prescription for Australia, not New Zealand. I don't think.
Not New Zealand yet, but New Zealand has been cracking down.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be. Oh, Mallory, you got a point. That would be quite annoying. So, can you get like a?
Yeah, you'd have to contact. They have something called Quit Clinic in Australia. You can contact them, get a prescription. You'd be fine. Or,
You'd have to have a prescription before you travel.
Yeah. Or Colin Mendelsohn probably hook you up.
And that is, yeah, next Saturday I won't be on because that's where I'm going to be. Is I'm going to be going to my cousin's husband's funeral next weekend. So unfortunately, we won't have a Saturday show next week because I'm going to be at a funeral, and I won't be able to make it back in time. So, I don't know for sure if I'm coming back. I'll probably be back Saturday night so I can be on with Frank on Sunday because I feel bad enough that I might miss this week, and I know I missed last week because of work. So I'm going to try and be here, but yeah, just stay away from Bogan because I'm not going. Bogan swears I'm coming back with a mullet if I go over. He says the same thing when I go to New Zealand. He says, "I'll meet you there. Don't worry. We'll get you into a proper barber shop."
You'll come home to change locks and you're not getting in until you grow it back out. Or shave your head.
Wow, that's harsh, isn't it, guys? It's funny because Tam and I were just having a discussion yesterday about mullets. Because we talk about 80s mullets and, you know, the big hair and all that stuff, and mullets came up. And I was thinking about that. I was thinking about Bogan's promise that if I go over, I'm coming back with a mullet. He's a good guy. Yeah. We'll start wrapping this up for the day. We have gotten off topic, but that's okay. We're having a little fun. We have talked a lot about flavoring, so yeah, butter rum coming up. I can't wait, Swaggy. I seriously can't wait. And I'm really waiting for the fudges to show up on this list because I'm getting excited. That's why there's a garage. I don't have a garage at this house. The other house has a garage. I got a storefront, but I don't have a garage. It's just storefront is my garage, basically. It just only has regular sized doors, so I can put a motorcycle in there. Kind of sucks. Yeah, butter rum. I don't know who is excited for it, but I know I'm super excited for butter rum and Danish. Actually, butter rum and Danish probably go together too. Nah, I'm just going butter rum toddy or something like that at first. That would be scary. Talk about fruity. Oh God, Bob. Yeah, you guys have a good night week. This Tuesday, I have no idea what the plans are for this Tuesday. I think it's just going to be kind of a free for all again. With the funeral coming up, I don't want to like lock anybody into anything. So just have a lot of fun with Tuesday again. Mix up whatever you want, and we'll go over it. We've pretty much been doing that a lot lately, anyway, because it's that time of year. Whatever's inspiring you, and try to think of things that, you know. I really love the Halloween theme stuff. That's a thing for me. So if you do make a Halloween theme like Rocky's, I guarantee you, Rocky, if you don't make a rendition of this, I'm going to wind up mixing this up as is. But if you change this, do it soon so I can see it. Because I do want to make that like this. There's a bunch of them coming out that are just, I don't know. Halloween's my thing. It's my last holiday I spent with my son and might be part of it. And there's the Discord, Break the Stigma with Unity, a safe place to help others or get help if you need it. Reach out those you haven't heard from, as you could save a life, or at least to make their day a better one. You never know what kind of headspace someone's into, especially this time of year with the fall weather hitting, seasonal changes, depression issues. Like around here, you're having people not having places to live because housing's become an issue. So, yeah, that too. It is our anniversary as well. I guess I should have put that first. I'm sorry. I'm going to get yelled at Just wait for it.
No, you should never put that over your son.
Okay, that was nice. All right, so thank you guys, and have a good week. I'll be thinking of you all next weekend. Might even put out a little quick video just to let you guys know everything went okay. The funeral is at noon or 1 o'clock, so it'll be over with by the time regular stream time will happen. But I'm sure I'll be with my family. Similar to I am with the Vape fam, I've always been like the rock for my family too, so I have a feeling that I'm probably going to be in a lot of phone conversations, late night talks and stuff for a while now. Because 35 years old, to have a massive heart attack out of nowhere, yeah, it's kind of thrown the whole family for a big loop. Understandably so. So, sorry to get on a downward spiral there. It's just kind of hit me a little bit right now thinking about it. I don't know. It's kind of hit me too that I won't be here with everybody next week because I kind of miss everybody already. Okay. Mix something good. Post it. We can go over it the following Tuesday when the butter rum drops. And on top of that, it'll give me something maybe I can mix when I come home that weekend to try and help alleviate. I probably will do some mixing when I get home. So if I see some good recipes online, I'll mix them up next weekend. So don't let the show not being on discourage you from mixing. Please do. And please tag the show so I can find them and I don't miss them. Love you guys. You have a great night. We're going to listen to the same song on the way out because it's part of the title. And if I can find where I put everything. There it is. Yeah, we're going to listen to it on the way out. Little La Vida Loca because of the Black Cats and Voodoo Dolls. I can't help it. I just kind of loved it. I love Halloween. You guys have a good night. Yeah, it is, Bob. But
night, everyone.
Thank you. Love you guys. Peace, and have a good week. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.
Bye-bye.
She's into superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition, that girl's gonna make me fall. She's into new sensation, new kicks in the candlelight. She's got a new addiction for every day and night. She'll make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She'll make you live a crazy life, but she'll take away your pain like a bullet to your brain. Outside, inside out, she's living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down, living la vida loca. Lips are devil red, and her skin's the color of mocha. She will wear you out. She's living la vida loca, living la vida loca. She's living la vida loca. Woke up in New York City in a funky cheap hotel. She took my heart, she took my money. Must have slipped me a sleeping pill.